Nice.
Messages visually in the Civil War. You could send every letter of the alphabet with a right motion, a left motion, or a mixture of left and right motions, or multiple right motions, or multiple lefts. And you pause in front of the body after every letter. Just like pausing your finger on a Morse code key. It's visual Morse. And they changed their codes without a computer. This is the cipher disk. And if you Google those words, you'll find it on the internet. The inner ring turns, and the letters of the alphabet are not printed in the same order everybody learns them in school, which makes an enemy cryptologist's job a lot more difficult. The Confederates had bad communication security because they printed their cipher disks with the letters in the same order everybody learns. Who thought that was a good idea?
I don't know.
And so this is the federal government one used by the Union, and it was invented by Albert James Meyer from the city of Buffalo. And he was a genius. He showed that he understood stuff.
Yeah.
That not everybody did back then. And you'd get a message from headquarters telling you which letter lines up with which ones and twos. They didn't have zeros and ones. They just had one for moving the flag left and two for moving it to the right. And so every time I hear the Cupid Shuffle at the birthday ball, I'm thinking about this.
Oh, really?
Because it's to the left
to the right.
and to the right. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, you could teach this to dancers. And to professional dancers in the music industry. The entertainment world is suited for this, line dancing. And
It was so
it was
cool.
very useful. If you needed to resend, you just hold the flag above, up to the side like that. Flag pull above your head, and then, oh yeah, the ringtone. How you get somebody's attention that there's a message that needs to be sent right away. You just move the flag left and right without stopping in front of the body. It just moves left and right until the other person on the receiving end does the same thing with their flag.
Okay.
Then they come to the ready position when they're ready to receive. Then the sender stops moving the flag and brings it to the ready, meaning we're ready to send. It's very genius. And then to end the message, like the red button on your cell phone ends a call, you drop the flag down 3 times in front of the body. And that's your... The 333 was the end of the message. They had everything thought out.
I know, right? That's pretty cool.
3 separated words, and 2 3s meant the end of a sentence, and they abbreviated long words. So Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, they would have had an abbreviated code just for that. And they could switch to numbers. They could switch to transmitted digits, and not just the letters of the alphabet. And you had different colored flags depending on the color of your background. And this is reflected in the badge worn by the Civil Corps to this day.
Yeah.
And, but if your background is dark green with the trees, either flag is good. If your background is white clouds and you're at the top of an 80-foot signal tower, this isn't a good idea. Also, if you're on a battlefield with a lot of cannon smoke that's light gray, you won't be able to see this one. So this would be a good choice. It all depended on the background color. And blue sky, both flags show up really well against the blue sky. And and during autumn, when the leaves start changing color, this may not be such a great idea if you're surrounded by trees with red leaves. It all depended on what they could see through a good telescope or a pair of binoculars. And they could go over 10 miles. It was very important to go over the horizon back then in the 1860s.
Oh, that's so cool.
They set a lot of distance records back then. A lot to be proud of.
Yeah.
In the present. Somebody told me last year that it's not a question of if, but when the doomsday scenario happens for cyber. So they're going to need the backups.
So they're going to go back to the flags?
I wonder. These 2 young soldiers leaving the conference hall, they made me think. We may have to go back to this. And after Hurricane Katrina, made things difficult for the rescuers down on the Gulf Coast. The cell phone batteries failed. There was no way to recharge them. They had problems with the battery-powered radios not being recharged. And I just thought, whoa, if you don't have a generator to recharge your electronics, this would have come in really handy.
Yeah.
In the wake of a disaster like that.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.